What is up, YouTube? This is DEFCON 3 Security coming at you from somewhere here on Spaceship Earth. Alright, so I have to keep this one short because I start work in 13 minutes. You know, I get a lot of people that send me messages, right? A lot of people in the DEFCON 3 family here. They'll send me a message and then I'll check it. And when I say message, they'll make a comment, right? And then I'll check it, and a minute later, it's gone. So they'll be like, hey, DEFCON, can you put out a video? And then I want to reply, and it says this message no longer exists. And it doesn't happen every day, but it does happen often enough that I wonder, why did this message disappear? So a few things come to mind. Maybe one, the person thought the question was just too forward and said, you know what, that just sounds dumb. Number two, the person changed their mind. Or number three, the person's afraid, right? They're shy. They're like, man, I don't want to like make a comment because I'm just too nervous. And I get a lot of people that will send me a private DM asking me a question, and I'm like, hey, sorry, I didn't want to ask you in the comments because I'm too nervous. So I thought I would just privately message you, and it would ask me a question. And it makes me wonder, like, why are people afraid? Now, I get it. There's an inherited risk of being bit by a snake, so people are afraid of snakes. There's an inherited risk of being bit by a venomous spider, so people are afraid of spiders. And then there's people that are afraid of fly, right? Realistically, though, those fears are unwarranted. The likelihood of being bit by a snake, very low. The likelihood of being bit by a venomous spider, again, extremely low. As we speak, at any given moment, there is 500,000 people in the air right now flying. So the likelihood of dying in an aircraft crash is very unlikely. You don't hear in the news every single day, airplane crashed. And if it did crash every day, let's assume that there is 200 people in that plane. Given the fact that there is 500,000 flying at any given moment, your odds are still very low that you would perish in a plane flight. So there's that fear. Then we got the fear of people fear of standing up for themselves. There's a fear of change. There's a fear of asking for a raise, right? And those fears really should not exist. To be honest, I would not be where I am today if it wasn't for the fact that I certainly do have fears, but not in those categories. I'm not afraid to stand up for myself. I'm not afraid to talk in front of people. I'm not afraid to go on somebody's YouTube and make a comment because I don't care what people think about me. I think that's what it comes down to. Like when I ask for a raise in negotiations, people are like, bro, I don't know how you do that. Isn't that like scary? And it's like, no, it's actually something I feel obligated to do. When I have somebody telling me, oh, this job makes between 18 and 26 an hour, or between 20 and 30 an hour, you can be damn sure that I'm going to say, okay, well, if it makes between 20 and 30, I'm going to take 30. Some people will actually say, well, I mean, pays between 20 and 30. How about 25? Dude, why not shoot for 30? As a matter of fact, if you do know me personally, you'll know that when they offer between 20 and 30 an hour, I'm going to come back and say, all right, well then I'll take 32 an hour. And guess what? They give it to me. And it has nothing to do with nothing. It has nothing to do with experience. It's just basically I'm confident enough. I believe in myself enough. I think I've been through enough crap in life to deserve that 32 an hour if that's what I so desire. So, again, guys, today I challenge you to step out and do something that makes you afraid. I don't mean go out there and try to handle a snake, but do something that you would not normally do. And I'm going to do that too today. Today I'm gonna try something that would be out of my comfort zone. Nothing illegal, nothing that's going to put me in any sort of imminent danger, but something that I would normally not do. What that is, I'm not sure. But I will report back to you and let you guys know in a future video what I did today that scared me. I think it's okay for people to once in a while challenge themselves like that. As a matter of fact, I encourage it. Here's an interesting statistic. 97% of things we worry about or fear never come into fruition. That was an actual study. It was a big study that was done. 97% of what you fear never comes into fruition. Think about it. All those days where you were like, damn, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pay rent this month. Or I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that car note. Or I don't know if I ask for that raise, they're gonna say no, right? These are fears that we constantly have bouncing around in our head, and they never happen. So you sit there worrying about things for no reason. Ooh, a bus just crashed right in front of me. Maybe I should turn the camera around and show you guys. I just don't know if my camera will zoom. All right, sorry. I'm sure that bus driver is fearful right now. I'm in San Francisco. Oh, God, this is such a sidebar. But here, let me see if I can. So the buses here run on these like electrical rails. And that bus right... Oh, my finger won't show you. There's a little bus right there. And it came off of its little railings. These little things up here. The electrical wires. It came off of it and crashed into a car. All right, so that's a little bit of a side note. Anyways, guys, yeah, given the fact that 97% of things are unwarranted, I say quit worrying more and start looking forward to things. How can I put that? It's kind of like that old saying, the only thing to fear is fear itself, right? So before I get too much off on a tangent, and I am definitely running out of time here, and I did want to put out some sort of video today, I just, again, encourage you to scare yourself at least one time today. Step out of your comfort zone. Do something that is something you would normally not do, whether that be ask for a raise or tell an employee how you feel about them in a tactful way if they annoy you. Try to fix your own car. Maybe plan a vacation, 6 months down the line. If not physically, but just mentally. Say, you know what? In 6 months, I'm going to India. That's somewhere that I would have never thought to go to, but I'm going to go there because you know what? It is out of my comfort zone. Do that and find how much that changes you. It will change you, I promise you. When you take chances like that, you'll find that your life seems to have more value to it. And it's all about that value, right? Know your worth. Know your value. But above all, be safe.